So, how did I exactly simplify my digital life? What do I mean by that? And this is going to look different for everyone, but I'm just sharing my personal experience of some things that I have welcomed into my life, or for better words, eliminated from my life to make my days more fulfilling. And so while I talk about this, I'm just going to be sharing with you some clips of some slow days in my life as a mom of two. And so none of it will really be about digital things, it'll just be about my everyday life, which I try my best to have as little screen time as possible. That's always like my intention and my goal. Some days I do better than other days, but lately it's been far and few that I spend time on screens. And so I wanted to just jump right in and talk about one main thing that I have done as of recently that has really changed the game when it comes to phone screen time, and that is simplifying my phone or dumbifying my phone. I did it in my own way. I did use this app actually called Dumbify, which since I record all my videos and edit through my phone, I'm gonna have to show you a screen recording. But I'll go ahead and show you where you can find it on the App Store. It costs about $5. But to me, it's very worth it because it's just a very simple app that just allows you to simplify your phone. And instead of making all of your apps like those little picture bubbles, it simplifies it in making it just text on the front home screen. And you can have like 1, 2, or 3 widgets with whatever apps you still want access to easily on the home screen. And then of course you can still have all the apps you would like. You can just make it to where you don't have them on that home screen. You can kind of bunch them up on a separate screen, so it just keeps it cleaner and makes it harder and a lot less likely for you to click on those apps. My best suggestion is to just delete those apps that you notice that you're spending way too much time on, that you're reaching your phone for. I no longer have Instagram, TikTok, any social media. I do occasionally keep Messenger when I'm like selling stuff on Marketplace. I deleted YouTube. I only download the YouTube app once a week when I upload these videos because, again, I don't have a camera, so it's just easier to do it that way when it comes to recording on my phone and uploading. So you really have to customize it to yourself, but I love the simplicity of it. It has just made me use my phone so much less and only pick it up and use it for what I need to. Recording clips for these videos, uploading, answering texts, and answering phone calls, and a couple other things here and there. But I no longer use my phone to scroll or go on social media. I'm using my time to cook more food in the kitchen, homemade food in the kitchen, spending more quality one-on-one time with my family, noticing myself not, distracting myself every minute of every day with my phone. Not that I was doing it every minute of every day, but I felt this need constantly to pick up my phone when I had this like lull, when I had this period of time where nothing was happening. I needed to distract my brain with something, and that's where my phone came in. And to take this a step further, we did take our TV down for a few days just to test it out, and we did find that we would prefer to have it up because we use it for home workouts. And just to keep it real on here, as always, I do personally use it for myself on days where I'm having a really hard time with the kids and I kind of just need something to take my mind out of it. I do always use it for the most part as a tool. watching different like recipe videos or slow living videos or minimalism videos on YouTube. That's really my main use for it. So I do definitely still find value and benefit out of having it, but we've reduced it so much. This was one of the days that we had the TV down and we just did our workouts through our little computer. But yeah, we just found it a lot less convenient, of course, to do it through the computer rather than the TV. Not impossible, but definitely just less convenient for the fact that we already have the TV. So that's just one thing I kind of wanted to share when it came to eliminating and reducing my digital life. I have just been focusing on reducing my screen time across the board in all ways possible between my phone and the TV and the computer, but I don't really use the computer very often. So it's really mostly have always been just the phone and the TV. And some things that I've noticed in reducing the time that I spend on digital things is that I have strangely so much more time in the day. At least it feels that way. Lots of empty space to kind of just sit with, and it's almost been uncomfortable some days to sit with that just emptiness and like asking myself like, okay, what should I do now? Like feeling the urge and the need to do something to fill that time. And I had that experience today with the kids home alone for most of the day. I felt that I needed to do something. I had like this itch to do something and I just couldn't really figure out what to do. And so I did end up reaching for the remote and turning on the TV for a period of time. And I'm just going to be working on it. It's something that I'm going to actively be working on each and every day. And I wanted to make sure to include that in this video because by no means am I perfect when it comes to not using screens and not using digital things. But I have noticed just in setting the intention to be on these things less and to go outside more and to be present more, that it has drastically improved my life and almost made my head more clear. And when I am outside on these nature walks and outside in nature, I'm noticing I'm picking up on things that I haven't before, which I found to be very interesting, whether it just be flowers in bloom that I just never noticed before. I never really opened my eyes to. In simplifying my digital life, I'm just opening up my eyes to everything else that the world and life has to offer. And I think it's a really beautiful thing and something that I definitely want to talk more about as I expand and evolve in this slow living, minimalist lifestyle and through this channel. And I hope that you can gain something from this as well. I'm really enjoying diving into these topics, and I love to hear from you guys as well. So here's to less screen time, more time outside, doing things that we love, spending time with our family, and being as present as we possibly can, because that's what life is truly about. Spending time doing things that matter, things that light us up, sitting with ourselves in silence even, and just allowing things to be. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all next week. I'd love to chat more about this topic, so let me know your thoughts. See you later.